It's no secret that Google Ads are great to take your business to the next level, to make daily sales and also be very profitable because people are looking for products that they actually want to buy. However, when you use Google Ads all the time, you shouldn't forget that Facebook ads can still be really effective. So even if you use Google Ads, don't forget about Facebook. Don't forget that Facebook or Instagram can actually enhance your overall sales and overall profits. So in this video, I want to talk about a few ways that Google Ads and Facebook/Instagram ads can work together very, very well so that you can take your sales to a whole new level by getting the best out of both worlds. And before we do that, I want to very, very quickly talk about what both of these traffic sources or platforms are best used for. And after that, I will go right into the different strategies that you can make both of them work together. So stick with me in this video if you want to really maximize your profits in your whole store by using both. Alright, so let's start with Google Ads. And I mean, it's very clear when you have a product that solves a need, when you have a product that is also a little more expensive, which wouldn't work that well on Facebook ads probably, then Google Ads are great because you can give people exactly what they're looking for. They are going to shopping, they're going to Google, they type something in, for example, exactly your product name, then you present them with the perfect ad, they go to your store, and chances are relatively high that they will buy the product versus when you send them to a product page from Facebook, especially if it's a more expensive product, because many people will end up not really buying this particular product, right? On the other hand, when we look at Facebook, it is great to have like a very new product, a very innovative product that people didn't see before, or when it's a product that is really engaging, also when it's a relatively cheap, impulse-driven product. So when you have a great video ad and you send people to your product page and you have a product that only costs like 29 bucks, right? And you had a great video ad so you convince the person that your product is cool, then they go to your page, they see, oh, it's 29 bucks off of like 60, they will buy it and you close the deal. So the use cases of both of these platforms are entirely different. Now, I'm not saying that, of course, you cannot sell expensive items on Facebook or that you cannot sell cheap items and engage people on Google or Google Shopping, but it's really what they are kind of best used for in dropshipping and e-commerce. So let's discuss how you can actually get both of them work together very, very well so that you actually get the most out of it. And the very first strategy, the most simple one that you probably also thought about, is retargeting. So retargeting on Google can be really effective, right? When we talk about dynamic retargeting, so that you basically show ads on that you follow people with your ads based on the product that they have viewed on your store. So if someone goes to the product page of your store and doesn't buy the product, you can use dynamic retargeting on Google so that you can show them ads of that particular product no matter where they are like browsing on the internet, because Google works with so many different websites all over the world. So this is a great way to retarget, but unfortunately, that sort of retargeting is not always super effective because your ads will show on like banners, and you have banner blindness, which means people are more and more ignoring banners that they see on different websites. So when you instead use Facebook retargeting, it tends to be way more effective. So what you can do is you can use the Facebook pixel, put it onto your site, and when you get people from Google, which are already really interested in buying your products, you then pixel these people with your Facebook pixel, and later on you can retarget people that exact product on Facebook. So now you have people that want to buy from Google, but then you use Facebook, which is better for retargeting than Google most of the time. And you really, create a well-designed newsfeed ad where you show the product with some cool copywriting. You convince people to buy. Maybe you give them a discount code. And now you get the best out of both worlds, interested traffic, and at the same time you retarget with a very visual ad on the newsfeed where people generally tend to click more and where they seem to be like more engaged in that particular product. Of course, you can also do it the other way around. You get traffic right from Facebook and you can retarget them on Google too. But in general, retargeting on Facebook tends to be more effective at getting the initial traffic from Google is a very, very solid strategy. The second point is that you can test each other's winners on the other platform. So if you wonder like what products should you test, and you worked with Facebook ads so far, and there are a few products that worked on Facebook pretty well, it makes sense to take them and make them the first products that you actually test on Google, and the other way around. Because when you start from zero on a new ad platform, it's always about like what is the first product that works well, how can I find the best products, and when you have some that worked on the other platform, it always makes sense to test test them first. Now, it doesn't mean that the products that work well on Google will also work well on Facebook and the other way around, but at least it's a good point to start, because you know that these products were actually proven, you know that these product landing pages or that these product pages tend to work well, that the pricing is okay, and this means that if you start with one of these ad platforms freshly, it always makes sense, or I always recommend to test the products first that have worked for you on the other platform respectively. And then number 3 is a very interesting strategy or method, and this is actually getting people that come to your site, for example from Google, involved into Messenger. So you know that Messenger marketing, you know, Messenger bots is a pretty big thing at the moment, and if you can really leverage that in the best possible way by getting your traffic from Google that is really interested in buying your products into your Messenger subscriber list. So if you go ahead and you send people to your page to like your page, well, that's not really powerful. I mean, it's good for retargeting because you can retarget people that like your page, but it's no secret that the reach of Facebook pages, or the organic reach, is really, really low. So instead, what you can do, let's say you get interested traffic from Google Shopping, for example, right? They want to buy your product, they land on your page, and below the Add to Cart button, you can add a little Add to Messenger box. So if people check out the product, they will automatically get a notification on Messenger, or they get it like 30 minutes without purchasing the product. They get a notification bringing them back onto your site so that you can actually close the deal, which makes it really effective. At the same time, of course, you can also do some sort of content marketing. So you can tell people, hey, if let's say you sell like toys, right? Let's say you sell toys for children, and you tell people, want to get like 7 amazing or 7 funny game ideas that your children will love, right? This is a potential thing that you could give people on Messenger. So you tell people, hey, click on that button here and we will send you a list of 7 super funny gaming ideas for children. And people might say, okay, why not? You know, I have small children, I would check that out. They will click the link, they will get the message on their Facebook, and now you have them on your Messenger list, which tends to have way, way, way higher open and click rates than email. And you build a really good relationship on Messenger, where it feels a little more natural, a little bit more personal than on email. And from there, of course, you can also send them back to your site, selling actual products. You can also incorporate some of your products into this list in this case. However, what you should really pay attention to is that you don't spam people on Messenger, because it's still a private thing. They are still used to, communicate with friends. And if you send them offers all the time about products, hey, buy this, buy that, buy this, that's not really something that they want to see on Messenger. And if you do that too often, you will definitely get blocked. And eventually also, if you do this too much, Facebook will, take some consequences here and maybe even ban your account or something. So keep that in mind, but no matter what you do, definitely consider using Messenger in, combination with your Google ads and your other marketing, because this will really squeeze even more value out of all the clicks that you get from Google. And then ultimately, number 4, I talked about that before on this channel, and this is bidding on your brand name. Because let's say you're using a lot of Facebook ads, right? People get to your store, they were interested in your products, but it's no secret that nobody really knows you, right? So they get to your store and they think, this product looks interesting, but the store is a little bit fishy. I never heard about them. I don't know if they are, legit. I don't know if I will actually get a good product, and they are a little bit scared that they are buying from someone that will not, fulfill or will not fulfill his part or her part of the agreement, right? So that they buy a product that will actually not be good. So what many of these people will do is they go to Google and they are looking for your brand name on Google. And depending on what your name is, you may actually, rank up at the very, very good position, like 1 or 2 or something. So that's okay. But in many cases, especially if it's a very descriptive brand name, your brand, your website will actually not show up in the very beginning. And this is a very bad thing, because people think, okay, if they're not showing up right now, there is no entry about them, this is a negative sign, this is a bad sign, probably I just stay away from them, right? But if you set up a campaign with Google only targeting your brand name, so only your store URL, your store domain, then you can always have a little ad running that pushes your name at the very top if people are looking for it. And that way you create a little more trust. You can, for example, send them right to your About Us page. So if people are looking for your brand right now, let's say, you know, mybesttoystore.com, if they are looking for that, you will create an ad saying My Best Toy Store, learn what makes us different, or learn why we have the funniest toys of all, or something stupid like that, right? And then you can, one idea is, for example, to send them to your collection pages, but you can also send them to your About Us page. And on there, you may want to share some images, you may want to share why you are a legit business and make it a little more trustful. And that way, people go to Google, they look up your name, they will find something, they think, okay, cool, they rank up very early, they click to your page, and then you can tell them a little bit more about your business and why it makes sense to buy from you. Keep it like personal. Don't you know, act like you were a multi-billion-dollar business with hundreds of thousands of employees or something. Keep it personal. Tell them that you are just, you know, a fresh, young, small business, but keep it personal, and this will definitely help because people like to buy from like the underdogs, right? It's not that you have to be Amazon in order to make some sales. So this is a great strategy, especially if you're mainly using Facebook, because people want to look you up. But even if you use Google, people may want to check on your domain name again, and these campaigns can run like very cheaply. You probably don't need more than $1 or $2 a day to run them, because not many people will actually look for your brand name, and these clicks also tend to be very, very cheap. Alright, so these were 4 tips on how you can make Google and Facebook work together in the best possible way. As I said, this channel is focused on Google Ads, but if you really leverage both, then you will see that you can actually get the best results possible, even though Google, in my opinion, is currently the best traffic source for e-commerce and dropshipping now in 2019. And if you really want to take your Google Ads skills to the next level, to a point where you can make daily profitable sales, where you crush your competition and where you finally start getting traction, making sales, then I recommend that you check out the eCom PPC Academy in the description, because for a limited time I'm actually offering a bonus where you can send me the URL of your store and I will create a personal video review of that store for you. So you send me your link, I will sit down, I will review and critique your store, and I had literally cases where people were able to 3x their conversion rate simply because they weren't aware of certain things, right? So they weren't aware that some adjustments could really take their conversion rates to the next level, that some things were really hurting them, and I pointed that out. They were really able to get more sales and, you know, drastically increase conversions just by going through and watching that video review that I made. So if you want to have something like that for your business too, plus, of course, all the game-changing content of the eCom PPC Academy, check out the link in the description right now. Get this free review as a bonus, and I promise that it will really help you take your business to the next level, especially if you are currently struggling with Google Ads and you don't know like how to get to the next level. So, thanks for watching, guys. I really appreciate it. I hope that I will see you in the next video. Leave a like if you enjoyed this video, and subscribe if you don't want to miss on anything that I post here about Google, e-commerce, dropshipping, and how to, you know, get your business from here to here, basically. So thanks for watching. I hopefully see you in the next video again, and bye bye.